And if asked, as I suspect I will be in the press conference after the event, I will say that I do not think Lieberman should be running. I do not believe he should be running as an independent. I mean, if he ran as a Democrat, he asked Democratic voters to vote for him. They chose someone else. You know, we have to show respect for the people who voted in the Connecticut primary. So, I mean, I would go further than just being for Lamont. I do not think that Lieberman should be running. So.
The voters have now spoken. They've chosen the Democratic candidate for the state of Connecticut, and I do not think Senator Lieberman should be running as an independent.
I want to say something personal to all of you. He hasn't heard me say this before. I voted for this war. I was wrong. I should not have voted for this war, and I take responsibility for that. And I also want you to know this is not an easy thing for me to say. And the reason is very simple. Our men and women who have served in Iraq and the men and women who have died in Iraq, they didn't make a mistake. They didn't do anything wrong. They were patriotic and courageous, and they did what their country asked them to do. It is important for me personally, and I think also important for all of us. I go around the country and around the world, for that matter now, talking about America's moral responsibility. I'm going to talk about it in just a minute. But the foundation for moral responsibility is to tell the truth. And for me, it was important to tell the truth. And I don't know how anybody in their right mind can think what's happening in Iraq right now is working. How can anybody possibly believe that? 6,000 Iraqis have died in May and June. More attacks, almost double the attacks this past month as we had in January. More roadside bombs planted in the month of July than at any time since we've been in Iraq. It's obvious to anybody that what's happening there now is not working. We need a change. We need a change in policy, a change in direction in Iraq. We need to make it clear that we're going to leave Iraq. And the best way to make that clear is to actually start leaving.